Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So I'm not going to do a video tonight, so I just thought I'd pop on and chat with you guys for a few minutes before I get to cleaning this house. I got to vacuum. Of course, I'm doing the never-ending laundry that comes along with being a mom. So that's a constant here at the Blue Dre house. But yeah, so if you guys didn't know, not only do I make YouTube videos, I really enjoy watching YouTube. It's probably like taking over my regularly scheduled programs on regular TV. Hey, Classy, sure will, girl. It's taken over my regularly scheduled TV viewing. I don't watch a lot of regular TV. I watch YouTube. And oh yeah, we're doing that tonight, but I'm not coming on regular YouTube. Anyway, so I really don't like putting my opinion out about certain people. Like, I don't like putting their names into my titles. I don't like making videos about other people. So I'm just kind of going to speak broadly on a couple of content creators that I feel are really irresponsible here on YouTube. And it's like going to be going over a broad variety of different YouTubers that are extremely irresponsible. And I will explain to you what kind of YouTubers I'm talking about so you can form your own opinions and you can basically fill in the blank. Okay? Okay. So the first kind of irresponsible YouTuber that I want to talk about is the kind of YouTuber that thinks that they're a psychiatrist or a doctor when they're not. Okay, now you guys know here on Real Talk Recovery, we talk about addiction and recovery. I talk with you guys about my personal experience fighting addiction. I talk to you guys about my personal experience tapering off of Suboxone. Hey, Scotty. I talked to you guys about my personal experience being a mom. Everything I talk about is my own personal experience, right? Me too, straight talking. And what I've learned from having a YouTube channel for the last 2 years is that there's a thin line to walk, okay? There's a very thin line to walk between helpful, supportive videos and videos that shun, shame, or create doubt in someone's mind about a treatment that they are using, a medication that they're on, a group that they're following, a religion that they're a part of, right? I have no right to tell anyone what is good for them when it comes to medication, when it comes to therapy or treatment. The only thing I can do is sit here and share with you guys my personal experience, what worked for me, right? And I really, really do work hard on trying to make sure that I'm very clear about that. Sometimes I think that it can get a little bit, the boundaries can get blurred because I do have a lot of people that reach out to me for suggestions. But remember, that's all I'm doing is giving suggestions. I'm never going to be giving you medical advice, okay? So those are the first kind of YouTubers that literally drive me insane. They think that they are a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a doctor because A, they've read a book, B, they took some classes, and now they're out on a mission to diagnose every person that they run into with a mental illness or something like that. And that literally drives me insane. Okay, then the second kind of irresponsible YouTuber that drives me insane is, how do I say this? Okay, is the YouTuber that thinks that glorifies violent behaviors. The kind of YouTuber that doesn't realize that their platform comes with responsibility, and they do things like how to make a prison shank, or they actually talk about how they think it's cool to be in a gang, or they have fake YouTube beefs on YouTube in front of their small, young-minded, impressionable audience. Oh, listen, Scotty, I know how many people scam for money because I've seen it. I've seen it. That's the third kind of YouTuber I'm going to talk about. So let me get past this other YouTuber. So lately here in the prison community, I'm not a prison YouTuber. I have been to prison. I share a little bit about my experience, but I'm not a prison YouTuber. Lately here in the prison community, there have been like 6 or 7 guys who are just going at it like a bunch of bitches on the schoolyard. Just a bunch of cackling ass hens fighting back and forth with each other. It's so fucking immature, and it's hilarious to watch these kids because they're kids still. These guys are kids. Threaten each other with violence, say they're going to come to each other's states and whoop each other's ass, try to fight each other on camera or take money and give it to each other. Then you got people exposing people that are trying to make fake drama after they had real drama, but then the tables turned, and this is what I think about those people out there. I think those two people are both guilty in this. Okay, I think Kfrog and Jrock are both guilty. I think that Jrock probably was like, we're not going to fight. I live in Arizona, you live in Florida. Let's just squash this shit. And then he thinking, hey, why not turn this into something where we can actually make money from this situation? He might have been the mastermind behind it, but obviously Kfrog gave him the thought that he was okay with it, because I don't think Jrock would ever had said anything about it if Kfrog hadn't have made him feel like it was okay to say it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But see, what Kfrog did was he was like, I'm going to videotape our conversation. Okay, so what I feel like that does, you guys, I feel like that's just basically like you recorded y'all's private conversation. Do you know that's against the law in some states? Did y'all know that? Did you know it's against the law to record somebody's conversation without their permission? So I really hope that's not against the law in Florida and Arizona, because if it is, then Kfrog just straight broke the law. And is he not on probation or parole or something? It's like these guys are so ridiculous, you guys. It's ridiculous. So anyway, that kind of stuff drives me insane. It's like these kids are so irresponsible. They're running around talking about gangs. They're talking about violence. They're talking about prison. And they're not talking about it, you guys, where they're trying to deter anyone from going there. Okay? It really does seem like they think it's cool to have been locked up in prison. Okay, I'm from the outside looking in, and I don't know about you guys, but I watch a lot of these kids' videos, and they act like it's cool to be locked up. They act like it's like a badge of honor that they have a prison number. Okay, I'm ashamed of my ADC number. I'm embarrassed that I ever had to go to prison. Okay. It sucks. It's embarrassing. I'm ashamed of myself. What was I thinking? I lost valuable time with my friends and my family. I lost my freedom. I was a ward of the state. I had to live there in the damn prison that's not a way to go. That's not the way anybody wants to go. It's no way you want to live. And if you're coming on YouTube and you're glorifying that old life and you act like it's cool and you think you're cool because you've been to prison, then you have a lot to learn in life. You really, really do. Okay, because the last place that any of us wants to go is prison, all right? And if you have a platform and you have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers, then it's your responsibility to take that platform and use it wisely. Don't sit on your platform glorifying gangs and gang violence and prison life and thinking it's cool to throw weed and money and alcohol around, because it's not cool. Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't do it on your YouTube channel, because if you're doing it on your Instagram and you have a YouTube channel, then people from your YouTube channel are going to your Instagram. Okay, I'm not saying that you got to be squeaky clean fucking um, um, motivational speaker, but you gotta remember to bring your message back around and let people know, hey, I am not, this is not cool. I hate it being locked up. But you don't see that with these guys. Kfrog, 1090 Jake, Jrock, all them. They, it's almost like they feel like because they've been to prison that it gives them some kind of status, that it gives them kind of some kind of like, hey, look at me, I've been to prison. It's like, nah, man, that's lame as fuck. That's lame as fuck. Okay, in the real world, this is what's cool: having a job, owning your own business. Okay, having your kids and taking care of them, being free, and not having felonies on your record. That's what's cool in the real world. Okay, so that shit drives me insane. Like, that literally makes my blood boil, y'all. Now, the third kind of YouTuber and the final YouTuber I think that I'll talk about is what Scotty brought up. And it's the people who make up fake illnesses to take donations. It's the people who tell lies and say that their house is being foreclosed on, so they need to start a GoFundMe. Okay, it's the people who start GoFundMes because they don't want to get a job. Get a motherfucking job. I cannot stand that shit. And there's people out there, you guys. There's people out there that literally say they have cancer and then make a GoFundMe for it. Did you know that? Here on YouTube. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. That's why, you guys, shout out to the people with no felonies. Exactly. It's not cool to be a felon, you guys. It's not cool to have a record. It will ruin your life. You will never be able to get. I have worked so hard to get to where I am today. Okay? This prison stuff is such a bunch of stuff. There are a few channels that speak to prevent people from going to prison. The ones that glamorize it are just wrong. Absolutely, Marcus. And it's just gotten to the point where it's like, if you're just constantly making videos about prison, I don't want to know what a prison spread tastes like, okay? I've had them before. I don't want to know how to make a spread out of ramen noodles and fucking tortillas and Cheese Whiz, okay? I don't want to know how to do that. I'm not eating that shit today. Today I'm eating steak, okay? Today I'm eating filet mignon, motherfuckers. I'm not eating ramen noodle ass, nasty ass shit. You know, and it's just like, I understand that people that people they wonder what it was like because they haven't been there, but just know this. Be happy that you weren't there. Be happy that you never ever went to prison, so you don't have to make a spread, okay? Because it's not fun. It's disgusting, you guys. It's just not a good time. I couldn't see myself paying for the Jaclyn Hill palette, so I made it, and my stubbies could donate if they wanted me to review it, and if not, I refund the money donated. Oh, Anastasia, that's fine, girl. Hashtag no felonies. Exactly, Danielle. It's okay. Listen, if you want to support your favorite YouTubers and they have like their PayPal links and they're saying, hey guys, if you want to support me, here you go. Drop some money in my tip jar. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about people who literally lie, scam, cheat, steal, make up stories, or just plain out don't want to get a job. Okay? I work 2 jobs plus I do YouTube. Okay? And I'm telling you guys, like, I'm not a rich person. Like, today my husband said, make sure that you don't spend any money out of the bank account because we have our car payments and insurance is coming out. Like, I'm not rich. You know, I have to wait till I get paid this next Friday, and then we'll have more money in the bank. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's my responsibility to make sure that I don't just spend frivolously, so that way we have money in the bank. Um, I really work hard here on my channel, not being irresponsible and not just saying shit that comes out of the top of my head. I really hope you guys realize that I'm working really hard to be a better person. Is it hard to find a job, though, if you have a record? It really is, Kelly, a job that you're going to be able to live and make money at. Okay. I can get a job at some fast food place paying minimum wage. Do you know what minimum wage is in Arkansas? I think it's like, let me look it up. I think it's like $8 and something, maybe $9. Okay, that's it. It's very hard to get a job with a record. Very hard. Okay. Minimum wage in Arkansas is $9.25 per hour. Do you see that? $9.25 per hour. It's not even $10. That's some bullshit. Oh. Anastasia says it's $7.25 in Virginia. Damn, girl, I thought we had it bad down here. Hey, Joy. Okay, so Joshua says not to go off topic, but I'd like to hear about your Suboxone taper and how your doctor's appointment went. Okay, Josh, I'll share that with you. So enough about irresponsible people. I just wanted to talk about that for a second, you guys. Just like if you have a platform and you're a new content creator, just keep that in the back of your pocket. Like, it's really important that we remember that people are watching us that are struggling. Some people are watching us that are all alone, that have no support. Some kids are watching our channels, even though I have deemed my channel not fit for kids and it shouldn't be getting recommended to children. We still don't know. Some people might be coming on their parents' accounts. So it's really important, you guys, just to make sure that we are very cautious, okay? All right. 8:45 in Florida, 7:25 in Texas. Damn. Minimum wage in Arizona is 11. That's good. If I made $11 an hour here in Arkansas, I'd be set for life. Okay, so my Suboxone taper. Okay, how many of you guys want to know about my Suboxone taper? Listen up. So for those of you guys that are new to my channel, because I know a lot of you guys came over from JD's channel last night, I have been on Suboxone since 2015, okay? I got on Suboxone after having my son, taken from me by the Child Protective Services here in Arkansas, okay? I went to treatment, and when I got out of treatment, they told me if I relapsed again, because I relapsed while I was in treatment. Yep, you heard that. I had my husband sneaking Xanaxes into me inside the rehab, okay? Just know that whenever I was trying to come off drugs, you guys, I know that, I look like I know that a lot of people comment and they say, you don't look like you were on drugs, or your teeth aren't messed up, or you look good for somebody. I mean, yeah, I've got my weight back up. In fact, my weight is too high. I got too much weight on my body now, but that's what happens when you've shot methamphetamine and shot oxy and heroin for years. When you get skinny, you get so sickly, and then when you get sober, you eat the fucking whole refrigerator. Okay, so I'm making up for lost time. Anyway, I'm just keeping it real, y'all. So they told me if I relapsed again, then they were going to take my son from me indefinitely. They were going to terminate my rights. And so when I got out of treatment, my husband had gotten on Suboxone, you guys. And I was really upset with him because I was like, really had heard a lot of horrible things about Suboxone. And so, but I knew that if he was on Suboxone and I wasn't on Suboxone, that I would take his medication, because I just know I would, because I had done it before. When I met him, he was on methadone. And so what does that mean? What's yours is mine. What's mine is mine. Give me your methadone, fool. Okay, so that's what I would do. I would take his medicine. So I got put on Suboxone, and now I have to honestly tell you guys that it was the best thing that I ever did. Suboxone is a partial opioid agonist that blocks other opioids or opiates from getting on. Like if I okay, Say I wanted to go out and get high today. I got really bad. I had a bad day and I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to shoot some heroin. If I went out to shoot heroin today, being on Suboxone, I would not feel it at all. Like it would totally block it. But Suboxone is a partial opioid. So I'm still have an opioid going to my receptor. But the way Suboxone works is that it's a partial opioid agonist. And when it attaches to your receptors, okay, it fills that receptor so nothing else can get on it. All right. But it also helps with cravings. And yes, you will be dependent to it. Okay. But I would much rather be dependent to Suboxone than to be addicted to heroin. Okay. I That's probably, Ashley, it's probably because your heroin had fentanyl in it, because fentanyl can override Suboxone. So that's probably why that happened. But yes, Suboxone, you guys, it will, if you're not taking it as prescribed, you can abuse it. You can divert your medication. You can sell it for other drugs. Okay, it can be abused. But that's not how I take my medication. I've been on it for 4 years. I take it every day the way it's prescribed, and I'm officially I'm down to 3 milligrams a day. That's it. 3 milligrams. The way my taper has been going, for those of you guys that were asking, I was on 12 milligrams when I started. I started my taper last year in March, and now I'm down to 3 milligrams almost a year later. I'm not rushing my taper. I'm going really slow, you guys, really slow. And I haven't had any problems. Let me see. We should do a call-in stream sometime this week to meet some of the new subs. Yes, that's a great idea. We'll do that this week for sure. I take methadone for pain management because I'm disabled from a car accident. Ben, whatever you got to do, man, whatever you got to do. I totally understand. I've been there. How much would that cost for someone without medical insurance? Okay, I know that answer because I didn't have medical insurance when I got on it. When I first started on Suboxone, I had to pay $225 for my doctor's visit. And then I had to pay it's about $300 for everything. $200 for the visit and $100 for the medication. Okay. The way my clinic does it, and I'm trying to like help other people that go to clinics that maybe aren't like my clinic. The way my clinic does it is once you are established on your medication and you're deemed stable, that means you're not relapsing, you're not acting out in your addiction anymore, you got a job, you are in therapy, you go to meetings, you got an addiction counselor, like you're stable, you're kicking ass and taking names, you're staying sober, right? You can go up in phases. And so the way it works is the first phase, you have to go weekly. The second phase, you go bi-weekly. The third phase, you go monthly. And the fourth phase, you go quarterly, which is once every third month. So now I only have to pay $200 one time every third month. So that's what? 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's 3, 6, 4 times 2. That's $800 a year is what I'm paying to be on Suboxone. And I've been on it for 4 years. So take $800 times 4. So that's $3,200 for 4 years. I've paid, but listen, you guys, I spent a lot more than that in my addiction. I spent thousands of dollars, I probably spent $100,000 on dope. Like I was hustling, I was stealing, lying, cheating. I spent so much money on drugs, you guys. I probably could have bought my own house by now. And when you're a drug addict, you will do everything you can to get the money to get high. Okay. So, like a lot of you could say, well, you said you were homeless. How did you have money? Honey, I made it happen. I made it happen. Okay. I would do whatever I had to do. And the way it was with me and my husband was, you got to understand, we both had to get high. So a 30 milligram Roxy wasn't even going to get me off. So we would both have to at least have $100 a person, $200 a day for 8 years. That's a lot of fucking money, man. That's a lot of money. I've thrown away so much money, you guys. Okay, bye, Jexy. Love you, girl. So it's a lot of people would say, oh my God, I can't believe you're spending all that money on that. Well, you guys, honestly, I'd rather be on Suboxone and have my life back like I do now than to be like I was when I was in my active addiction, because I had absolutely nothing. I had absolutely nothing. I didn't have a home. I didn't have my son. I had nothing. Okay, I was sleeping on someone's couch. It's more about the quality of life on Suboxone compared to life in active addiction. Absolutely, Captain. Well, I don't have a drug addiction, but my motto is always knowing better is doing better. I never want to judge someone or not be able to give good info to people I meet and love. That's awesome, girl. I'm so glad that you're open-minded like that, because hey, Mac Mike says 8 to 100 in here in Oakland, California. A lot of people, 80 to 100, excuse me. A lot of people don't understand, you guys. And it's really easy to come on and say, why don't you just stop Suboxone and get sober the real way? Why don't you just do this or that? But it's so much different whenever you are in that person's situation. I would love to be able to completely jump off Suboxone. I would love it and be 100% without it, okay? But I also have to remember that I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have 2 jobs, I have all of you guys. Can you guys imagine what condition I would be in if I decided to just jump off of my medication cold turkey? And then when you guys are coming here on Monday night expecting to have step study, or Wednesday night expecting to hear a story time, or on Friday night expecting to have a Mara meeting, and I'm in bed shitting on myself and sweating and throwing up, then I wouldn't be able to be here for anybody. I wouldn't be able to be here for my family, or my son. So it's helped me so much. And I'd rather be on a low dose for the rest of my life than to have to worry about going out and relapsing and losing everything I've worked so hard for. I am tapering, but I've got to the point. Hey, sweetheart, I just had my first appointment with pain management the other day, and my doctor's actually wanting to put me on Suboxone right after you, and I had just had that conversation. Jordan, I think it's really going to help you, girl. I'm sorry, I'm all crying, y'all. Y'all know how it is over here on Real Talk Recovery. Shit, I'm going to cry at least 4 times during the live stream. That's cool. Like, listen, if you have pain, you guys, there's no reason why you should have to be living your life in pain. I'm terrified to say the least because I have terrible chronic pain, but I also was heavily addicted to Oxycontin and it ruined my life. Okay, so I'm going to explain something to you, Jordan, okay? Because I think you need to hear it. I was addicted to Oxy too. I was shooting it up, and it ruined my life too, girl. I was constantly chasing that high. Suboxone does not work the same way that Oxy does. It's not even close, okay? You're going to get on Suboxone. The first day that you take it, it's going to knock you on your ass because you haven't been on any opiates for so long. All right? It's going to knock your ass. It's going to knock your dick in the dirt. Okay? You're going to be out cold. or you'll be on your couch smoking cigarettes. But you're going to be okay. My suggestion would be to talk to Dr. B. I'll send you his information. I'll text it to you. Because since you have not been on opiates for so many years, it's really important that you start out at a tiny bit and work your way up. Because if you start out on a full 8 milligram strip, it is going to really be too much, I think. I mean, it's going to be too much. It's going to make your pain go away, though. Now, the way the medication works is that feeling that you get when you're being inducted onto the medication, that beginning feeling, it's going to go away. You're not going to have that every single time you take it. After about 3 to 5 days, your system is going to balance out and the medication is going to reach a ceiling, okay? Where it's not going to go up and it's not going to go down that amount. It's going to stay right there at this plateau. And so you will not feel any euphoria. The only thing you're going to feel is no pain. And yeah, that's it. A lot of people are using Suboxone in smaller doses throughout the day, 1 milligram, 2 milligram, 2 or 3 times a day, and it's helping with chronic pain. And it's a lot better than being on Oxy, because with Oxycontin or Roxycodone or any of those pills, your body builds a tolerance. So you constantly need more and more and more and more. With Suboxone, it doesn't work like that. So for those of you guys that are in chronic pain, there's answers out there, and there's a way to get relief and not have to be a slave to taking more and more and more. You know, you can get on a dose of medically assisted treatment, Suboxone, and you can have a pretty healthy life. When I get upset, I shop, and the next day I'll like come around and return everything. Been there, done that. I've done that too. Or I'll start shopping, and then my husband will come home and he'll go, "What's this? What's that? What's it?" And I'll say, "Meh, meh, meh." And he'll say, "You got to take it back. You can't keep it, Nicole." So I totally understand. Oh, girl. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to send you that link to Dr. B's channel, Jordan, because I really think it'll help you with that, just understanding the medication a little bit more. You might even want to show your doctor some of his videos, because I'm not trying to scare you, but a lot of doctors don't understand Suboxone, and they'll prescribe you too much, and you don't need to be on a lot. It's better for somebody that's in pain, in smaller amounts multiple times a day. But like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm not a doctor. I just learned that from my doctor and from other doctors. So that's why I'm going to send you to Dr. B, okay? Because I'm not wanting you to think I'm the doctor. I'm not a doctor. Good job, Ben. Yeah, exactly. And see, you guys, there's no reason to be in pain and be miserable, okay? You don't have to be miserable. If you have pain, seek relief and get your medication, and you'll everything's going to be okay. I love you too, Kim. I'm so glad you found me. And here's the thing, you guys, like, I just wanted to come on here and talk about the craziness I've been seeing on YouTube lately. And I don't hate any of these people, okay? I don't hate the crazy kids over there, like Jrock and Kfrog. In fact, I love Kfrog's channel. I love his little voice. He cracks me the fuck up. But damn it, I want them to stop doing what they're doing. They're acting a fool. You know what I mean? It's like I want to go over to them like a big sister and be like, "What are you doing? Stop doing this." You know what I mean? I really am a big fan of a lot of these people. I just see them doing stuff and I'm like, Lord help them, you know? Oh, Anastasia, are you talking about Maddie and Gerald? I love you too, girl. I'm gonna text you and let you know. Jordan, I'm gonna text you and let you know everything. I'll even give you my I'll even hook you up with Dr. B, and he can kind of talk to you and stuff, because he is a professional when it comes to medically assisted treatment. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, Jordan, like, it is an opioid, so you're going to be dependent upon it. But if that's something you're okay with making a choice to do, then, and you could actually get relief, then, you know, go ahead and do it. If you are not wanting to be dependent upon an opioid, then I would not go that route, you know? So, but if it comes down to having relief and living and having a good quality of life, you know, if you're bedridden and you can't leave your house 24/7, then what's the point of being alive? You know, if you're hurting, then you can't live your life. So girl, go out there and get some pain relief so you can live your life and have a good quality of life. Thank you, Captain. Oh my God, Anastasia, Maddie, and Gerald. Jolene. I love that name. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. I love that song. I'm such a nerd. Okay, so I love Maddie. Gerald is crazy as fuck. Honestly, like they're both very far gone. But I was the same way, you guys. I was just like them. I was just like them. Um, they, I mean, they're crazy. Let me see. I'm gonna find their channel. That's not who I want to see, Maddie. Oh, they're getting HIV tested. This makes me sick, you guys. They have 6,000 subscribers, almost 7,000. Can I get a this makes me so upset. Like, I'm over here trying to spread a message of hope and recovery, and these fools are getting high, living in abandoned buildings, and they're up to 7,000 subscribers. That is just if that's not enough proof for you to know that all people want to see is destruction, drama, sadness, chaos. That's really what it is. People love to see drama. They love to see anything negative, and they're going to click on it. Like this video right now. We had like 50 people in here at the beginning of the video. It's true. And now there's 22 because I'm not talking about drama or chaos anymore. I'm talking about good shit. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's human nature to want to watch a train wreck. And I guess I'm not enough of a train wreck for anybody. I mean, some days I am, but not today, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to pop on and tell you guys that don't be an irresponsible YouTuber, okay? Don't glorify gang life or addiction. Don't try to act like you're a doctor, because I'm not a doctor. I am not a doctor. This is all my personal experience. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'll see my patrons tonight at 8, and I'm gonna go vacuum and do laundry. My forever pile of laundry. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?